Man should date in her tax bracket. I 100% agree.
Yeah.
Because if you cost me more than what I'm costing myself, I don't need you. You a liability.
Yeah.
Why add a liability to my life?
Can you turn a hoe into a housewife?
Yes.
Okay.
You can.
Okay.
You see it. You see it all the time. You have to shoot a shot to miss a shot to understand what shot to take next.
For sure.
Toxic.
Single mom shouldn't be dating.
Single mom shouldn't be dating, for sure. My 41 plan, where like you save $41 every 2 weeks, you're gonna get $1,000 at the end of the year. You can say as a man or just as your development is, you gotta get the bag. So you gotta constantly work on your finances. At your first date, make sure you just take her to Longhorn. If she tripping on Longhorn, she ain't for you.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Martin's Money Academy. Today, I got a special guest, and I say that often, but this is really a very special guest because I know this guy personally, probably since at least 7th grade, so probably going on 20 years or so. He's a former Division III basketball player. He's a father. He's a husband. He is a golfer now. He is a businessman, an entrepreneur. I want to welcome my guy, Josh.
What's up, bro?
What's up, bro?
Yeah, back at it.
Yeah, this is number 2. This your second time on the show.
Time.
So you're the first repeat guest on the show.
Bet.
Yeah. So this time you ain't got to share the mic. So we're gonna really tap into your thoughts, and
All right.
we got a lot to talk about today.
All right, bet.
All right.
Yeah.
How important is a woman's financial habit when choosing a wife? Did y'all talk about money?
Oh yeah, we did. We both ain't have it. So it was easy. So then as we got money, like my wife, she kind of like, again, I think I have the most inexpensive family. Like she be like, guess how much this shirt costs? I'm like, how much? $2.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Type of thing. And then that's it. Like, and I was the type of dude, like, here's a card, give her a credit card. Of course, like when we moved back, like, we got a house where she from, got her a car to get around with the kids and everything like that. But outside of those major expenses, I ain't really have to do anything for it.
Okay, so she ain't a shopaholic. She don't ball out.
Oh no. I don't think I ever had to do. Even she'll get like Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts type of like, she still be vocal about it. Like, hey, listen, I just used the car to get some coffee. I was tired.
Okay.
Like the crazy part is she will explain herself. Not necessarily I want to explain herself, but like she'll feel guilty, like charging it.
Yeah.
Type of thing. So, and sometimes like, yeah, go spend whatever and everything like that. Oh, I think this is too much. She's like, cautious about what she spend.
That's a good thing,
which is dope. Like I ain't never have to be in that situation.
Yeah.
Now, like if I had gave my credit card to my mom, yeah, that's a whole different conversation. No matter what you tell her, I could go to like American Express and just put that limit on just in case.
Yeah. Do you think it's important for like people that's dating, like, all right, when we getting serious, like we should talk about finance, like what's going on with you, what's going on with me?
Yeah, but like at the same time, like they got their habits though. So like I don't know how to explain it, but like if you a type of person and they have a certain lifestyle and they choose to do it and they use their money to do it, you can't really like you can speak on it, but at the end of the day, I think you should have your own funds.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. Like,
do y'all got separate accounts or y'all got everything together?
Oh, we got separate accounts for sure.
Okay. Everything, and then y'all got like one main account for?
Yeah, we got one main account, but that's pretty much just like our vacation account. Like the money going to vacation, so it's just like whenever we want to go, here's the money, go into account, and that's it. And then after the fact, we plan out to replenish it. So the plan is to replenish. The plan is not to like, at the first time, like I always, I used to be on Coronas heavy. Like I used to drink Coronas like every single weekend. So I started just saving a certain amount of type. So then you get to, like I was telling everybody, like my 41 plan where like you save $41 every 2 weeks, you're going to get $1,000 at the end of the year, right? But you don't go nowhere for that year, and you got $1,000. So then you got $1,000, I'm talking about like, it's not the emergency fund. This is a vacation fund, travel fund. You got $1,000. After that first year, you do nothing. Then you can go anywhere because your budget is $1,000. I'm talking about just like for like tickets and hotel. Okay. Shouldn't exceed $1,000 because if you might get some food and everything like that, you can add it along the way, but then you can book out your trip whenever. So if it's 2026 and I don't got no money at all, 2026 I ain't doing nothing. 2027 I got the money, right? So I can book a trip. But then when I book it during the 2027 through the trip, I'm working to replenish that fund.
Still adding that 41.
I'm still adding that 41.
I like that.
So then I always got at least, like again, I was always got at least $1,000, which is crazy. The stat said it's not that many people with like $500 in their savings, which is crazy. But like again, if you don't got no money, $41 every 2 weeks get you more, less than $1,000. You can put more in if you want to. I'm just talking about like bare minimum.
Right. $20 a week ain't bad.
Right.
Like you said,
$20 a week. Yeah, $20 a week. $20 a week ain't bad. You can save, but you don't take from it. But it's, again, if you're talking about, if you would I know some people with rainy day funds, like I got to have some money saved in just in case of emergency, then you got to add to that.
Right.
So you know that you can't touch it, because as soon as you start getting to the habit, like, oh, I'm going to use this, and you're going to have to, you're buying back two things. Now you bought a washer and dryer, so now I'm replenishing the money for the washer and dryer, then I'm still saving for the vacation. So then you just always going to be in debt to yourself.
Right.
But like, I think it's a good habit, and you paying yourself back for what you want to do. You're not using a credit card. You're not getting a loan. You're not asking people for money. Can I borrow $20? You already got to $20.
Yeah.
I pay everything with a credit card. I'm talking about mortgage, insurance, everything.
Okay.
Yeah. To let you know, you can link your credit card to your PayPal account if they don't accept credit cards. You can pay through PayPal.
Okay. Is there any fees with that?
It's the same fee it is, or something like if you pay your utility bill, they charge you a 2% processing fee.
Normal.
Use a credit card. It's the same thing with PayPal.
Okay.
Not really too crazy.
So for men out there they want to date, should they be focused on becoming financially stable first and then finding a wife, or if you just date and you work on your pockets at the same time?
I mean, you got to work on your pockets. I feel like you always got to work on your pockets. So I think that and dating is two separate things, to be honest with you. Like in this day and age, everybody wants you to have money to date. Right. But you don't need money to date. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you can find somebody who don't really cost money, like don't cost as much to date. You know what I'm saying? So some people still like going to a coffee shop, going for a walk, linking up at people's functions and things of that nature. Yeah. Like, it's not necessarily, that's like the social media dating. You can say as a man or just as your development is, you got to get the bag. So you gotta constantly work on your finances. I think women is going to challenge you on that finances too as well. So you got to budget. Like, if she ain't in a budget, then she don't cut it. Right. You know, so that's what I'm saying. You got same. I agree with women say some men should date in their tax bracket. I 100% agree. Yeah. Because if you cost me more than what I'm costing myself, I don't need you. You're a liability. Yeah. Why add a liability to my life?
So should the first date be 50-50? Or do you believe the guy should take care of the first date?
Man, I think, it got to be organic though. Like, if it's organic, like if I'm asking you out, like, hey, like, let's go like to this place, and then you go like, no, I want to go here. I feel like if I'm trying to take you out and you put yourself in it, then it's 50-50.
Okay. Well, you change the plan.
You change the plan, yeah. So if I'm like, hey, listen, let's go to Applebee's, and you be like, no, I really want to do Capitol Grill. I'm like, shit, we can do Capitol Grill. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like in that case, that got to be 50-50. Yeah. I'm trying to take you to Applebee's. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So that I just think like if it's even if y'all talking and she can be like, man, I always wanted to go here. And I'm like, shit, I'll take you there. But like, if I'm taking you somewhere you want to go, I'm assuming it's 50-50. Okay. Because it's not something, not saying I won't pay for it, but I didn't want to take you there. That's something you want to go. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to be through conversation. Okay. I don't see nothing mad about paying for the first date, but it's kind of the same thing. Like, if I'm paying for if I'm at the date and the vibe's not there, like, I can see, and I've been on those too as well, where I can see, like, this is just a meal. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's slow. Yeah. Yeah, it's slow. It's
2 checks.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And I'm going to go to the restaurant real quick. Hey, charge me for mine. Yeah. And go back to the table. She's going to bring you your bill. Yeah. You know, be like, what? I already paid for my shit. Like, you know what I'm
saying? How much should a man spend on the first date?
Man, yes. No fine dining on the first date. Absolutely not. Absolutely. Don't even get dessert.
No Marlboro.
No. Hell no. Nah. For a first date? Hell no. Nah. Man, you probably don't even like her for real. Like, man, you know how many times women showed up and don't even look the same?
True that.
You know, you shot online that can't like pull it up. They don't even look the same though. Like, you know, you just see a whole bunch of head and shoulders. The next thing you know, like
that's the big girl pick. That's the big girl pick for sure.
Right. You know what I'm saying? No, I mean, you don't discriminate, but yeah, no. I mean, to be honest with you, the first date should be getting to know each other. I feel like it should be through activities. Like people was talking about gym dates. Like, I think gym dates a dope idea.
That's raw.
A gym day, walk day, go hit a trail, do some hiking, you know what I'm saying, do some type of event. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a kid, my first dates was just linking up at the IX Center. Like, you about to go, I'm about to hit the Rapid, I'm going to meet you there, I'm with my friends, and we my friends, and we pretty much just walk and talk. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, that's on some childish, but like, I don't really got the luxury of having dating in my 30s. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't really got that. So I wouldn't know what what them to do. But
so for the young dude that's watching right now, he 25, he, entry level job, and he just got a shorty he want to talk to and take out. What should his budget be?
I mean, wait, man, it should be no more than $35, $40.
Okay. You ain't gonna get much. Oh, a meal? Like meal. Each person?
Yeah, each person, yeah.
Okay.
Each meal, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Like an entree.
So 100 ball would be cool.
Yeah, 100 for sure.
Okay.
100 for sure. Probably like 115 with tip.
Okay.
For sure. That's it. But he only got one. That's it. And the same thing, he can't take date one and then have a first date the next week. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. So like that's why I say I don't even encourage a first date to dinner. I don't encourage spending on a first date. Because if you in a dating pool and you just match with somebody, what if you lined up 3 dates in 1 month?
Yeah, you active. It's gonna run your budget up
for sure. Yeah. But you might not be. Then I agree with the women. Then that person probably shouldn't be dating. If you in a pool where you got to pay $115 every single time for a first date, you shouldn't be dating.
I think 100 a lot for real. That's a lot. That's a great dinner. Like you care about her if you really want her. If you spend 100 on the first date.
Yeah, I eat. So like I'll be in a restaurant. It's $100. I just showed you my bill. Me and my kids went to La Burger and bought they got a kids meal and we just got 3 lemonades and we paid $100.
Yeah, I get it though.
So I'm just saying, like I said, Longhorn. Right. Long. Matter of fact, if you got your first date, make sure you just take her to Longhorn. If she tripping on Longhorn, she ain't for you. That's it. Because you can go to Longhorn on a budget a few times a week for sure.
So when you was dating, what qualities did you see in your wife was like, okay, I want to take this a little bit more serious?
It was just like, I think at the time frame, it was just kind of like just like the subtle things. Like you getting a text like at 21, 22, like, did you eat today? You know what I'm saying? You gotta be like, hey, listen, we got a link. I'll be like, hey, I ain't got no money. Oh, like if you can come make it here, I can give you some gas money, and then you know what I'm saying, then we can go out. But I'm like, shit, I ain't got it. Mm-hmm. But then I make sure when I do got it, like, hey, like I got some money. Want to do? No, keep it. We good right now. Like you ain't got like my mom just cooked, so you can just keep it, save it for another day. You can just come get some food, type of thing. Okay. So just like little things like that.
Okay.
Like, I think, but at the same time, I think it's just in a time frame that you're in. Like I wasn't necessarily seeking her. It was just like I feel like it was just somebody I needed at that time frame that eventually I grew with.
Okay.
And at the time, we both had some growth, too, as well. Like, I went to 2 different states and during the relationship. One time, we just completely broke up. Like, went to Florida. I was like, yeah, I'm about to be in Florida for real.
Yeah.
What happened in Florida stays in Florida.
Don't get yourself indicted.
Right,
yeah,
right.
I want you to get indicted.
Right, but I was like, at the same time, and I feel like it was a mature decision on me. Like, I was like, hey, listen, I'm going out to Florida. I got an internship. I got an internship, Florida. It was my last summer in basketball, so I still had to work out. I was like, I just wanted to be hyper focused.
Yeah.
Same thing. Like if you talk about it, there's not a lot of men that had the luxury of breaking up with a woman. I don't really think there's a lot of dudes out there who just wake up and be like, man, you killing me. Like it's over. Like I gotta find something new.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think a lot of men put themselves in a position. They always usually, I don't want to say leech. That ain't really respectable, but they always depended upon the women that they're dating.
Yeah.
Like driving her car.
For sure. Staying at her crib.
Yeah. Asking for some money, trying to flip her tax money.
Right. Right.
Type shit. But I also feel like you should stay with your spouse before you get married too as well.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Because a lot of people don't. Like a lot of people, I got a neighbor, situation different. If you feel like if you feel like they're the one, then y'all move in together and see how it is. And if y'all break up, then go about your way.
So you think let's just say 6 months. Is 6 months too soon? Like, hey, we should move in together, or a year? Do you think it's a particular time frame?
I don't think it's a particular time frame. Some things I know kind of move too fast. I just feel like you shouldn't get married in the first year.
Okay.
If you want to live together in the first year, that's cool. But I just don't feel like you should get married in the first year or second year, to be honest with you. Like you don't really go through nothing until year 4 or 5 anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's me.
Yeah.
Because marriage is when the work really starts. So getting married, they got sentimental values to everybody, but that's not really what marriage means. Marriage is really just a work. Like could you love this person if they do you dirty to the lowest extent, and can you get over it and forgive?
Yeah.
Then that's when the work starts. Any person would tell you for real.
Did you notice a change in your relationships from being engaged to being married?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, after being like parents, yes, it's a 360.
Okay.
It's like, who the are you? Everything changed because your whole life has changed. So like you got different perceptions, different perspectives, you got different goals. Then that took a strain on a relationship for sure.
Yeah.
It was like you want your kids doing things one way, then they want your kids doing one way, and it's like when you grow up and you're like I didn't grow up without a father, so like I was more so like I'm going to be this person, and you got somebody else who want to change that. Even though I said it this whole relationship, you're going to change it. I got a problem with that.
Yeah.
I got a problem with that.
What do you think are some important things that couples should talk about before they get married?
I just think they're just their likes and needs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what they like, what their habits are. I feel like you just got to get to a point where like you can leave your phone unlocked and be okay with it.
Okay.
And that's it.
The trust.
The trust, yeah.
Yeah.
But
the transparency.
And the transparency, because like at the same time, you're going to have some old work text you. You know what I'm saying? At the start of the stage, you might say something crazy. Or you might say something and they interpret it as a crazy way. Like you can just be texting just a random girl like, hey, what you doing? Like what you got going on later type of thing. But then they look at the phone like, oh, you not trying to f every girl they talk to. I know it seems like that. But not trying to f every girl they talk to.
Can you turn a hoe into a housewife?
Yes.
Okay.
You can.
Okay.
You see it. You see it all the time. You see it all the time. Like as right now in the 30, if you dating you 30, you'll never know.
Right.
You'll never know. She got ran
For
in
sure.
high school. You never know, especially if you're in a different state. You never know.
Yeah.
And she can be all holed out for you though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have but you gotta come to terms with that.
Does body count matter?
No, it never did for real.
No?
It never did for real.
Okay.
I don't think it did for real. What does it change? Like physically, like what does it change?
Physically, nothing. But this is my opinion on it. If a woman been with 5 dudes, that's 5 experiences. That's not a lot.
Right.
But if she's been with 50 dudes, that's 50 different experiences.
Over 10 years.
Even over 10 years. Like, basically every other month for 10 years, you done got hammered by a new dude. So my logic is, once y'all settle down or once y'all lock in, she's used to one new dude every other month.
Right.
So I think that can cause some type of friction in your relationship because she's used to having new. But now it's just you, and she's comparing you to 50 other different experiences.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
So I think personally it matters for like a woman body count though, because it's just like she's gonna be comparing you to 50 different people. So
that means you would never. Hypothetically, you would never mess with somebody who was married before.
I would, yeah, but that's one person. And I think honestly, when it comes to body count, that says a lot about like somebody like self-esteem too, for real. If you're a runner, you looking for something.
But I know women that just like running. Like there's some girls I know in college that just ran through them. That's married, kids, and everything like that. Got a whole mommy persona now.
Yeah.
And he never know. He don't know.
Shit, I get it. I get it. I just
don't know.
I think it mattered though. I ain't gonna cap. Yeah. Because I just think it says a lot about somebody. Like right now, we 30s. Like we in our 30s, so women be having sex for 20 years at that point.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about this, but I'm not talking about when we was like 19, 20. Because in 1920.
You said 1920. We ain't that old.
No, I'm saying like, back when we was 19 to 20, like yeah, because that was technically a lot back then. But like now, would you hear stories now? Like you got Instagram, you got Uber, you got everything like that. Like come on, man. Like I remember like. What we said, I don't know, like the expectation was like every girl said they had 7, like 7 or 3 low numbers, but come on, there's inflation too.
Yeah,
there's inflation.
You got to multiply by 3.
Yeah,
that's,
right.
That's what Cole said.
Right. So if you multiply that by 3, you got to tell you got like girls probably like 20. I'm talking about who out there is probably like 10, 15, and that's a lot.
20 dudes in 20 years I think it's reasonable, but it's high. That's you getting high mileage.
Yeah, for sure. But like, imagine if that same girl who's 20 is 30.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Like you've been having sex for 20 years and you got 20 bodies. I think that's regular maintenance.
Man, I think I'll go.
But 50 crazy. 50 in 20 years. Like I said, that's every 4 months.
I mean, but I don't know. I just think I'd rather take. So, a girl with 50 bodies in her 30s with 50 bodies, or a girl in her 30s with 3 kids.
So, kids or bodies?
Kids or bodies.
It depends on what I want from her. If I want a relationship,
yeah, right.
I'll take the bodies.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
Take the bodies.
Right, so it don't matter because that girl with 3 kids could have been married 3 times.
Yeah,
and been with only 3 dudes, 3 different baby daddies.
Yeah, the kids.
Shout out to D1. She got 3 baby daddies. But if you mess with a girl with 50 bodies with no kids, you going with that. That's what I'm saying. If you break it down, it don't really matter for real, bro. It really don't.
So
it do in a social setting, like if you in a social space, and if you with dudes, I know her. I ran her, you know what I'm saying, and you wifing her, yeah, that's slow. Like, you got to move out of state. But if you you got people out of state. Same thing, these passport bros. They go overseas, and they think they find their wife. She probably got ran for money.
So you don't think so 100? So if a girl had 100 bodies, that don't mean nothing.
Yeah, no, you cross the line.
So what's the threshold?
I don't know. Like I said, it's all. I don't know. Like she can still got walls and you can still feel it and all that. I said walls. I hear that shit so long. But like, if you like I said, if she make you happy and everything cool and ain't really nothing suspect, man, listen, I don't know, bro.
It just is what it is.
It is what it is. It's the name of the game, for real. Because what about bodies too as well?
For sure.
So then it's gonna be the same adjustment for him. To be honest with you.
Yeah,
it's a hard adjustment from even having a rotation and then going to just being, trying to be monogamous.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, to me, that's probably the number one discipline a man is gonna go through.
I agree with you, and I tell young boys this all the time. Like when you young and you dating, you really don't want a lot of bodies. Like like for me growing up, it was like you want as many as you can get.
Right, they'll just knock them all down. Like the theory was just knock them out, and so you can figure out what you want. Just knock them out, get out the way, get out your system.
Yeah,
like no, like if I raising a son, keeping them square as possible. Like that's corny. He come like, oh, you got 2 girls, bro? You a lame.
Yeah, you
lame. Why you talking to 2 girls at the same time, bro? You lame. You talking to girls? You got a football game? You know what I'm saying? Like that's how that's how I am raising my son. But like they need to just be focused on. They don't need to be focused on girls, to be honest with you.
So, you got that pleasure to have a boy and a girl. Do you raise them any differently?
The literal answer is yes. You have to, because they're 2 different people. In my philosophy, I'm raising them the same. I don't really think there's a conversation that I'm specifically having with my son and I'm not having with my daughter.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So just like, same thing, my daughter, I'm going to keep square too as well. But at the same time, like, I'm going to be upfront and real with her type thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, I do feel like men as fathers that they don't treat and interact their daughters when they get older as women.
Okay, tell me what you mean.
Because I just feel like when you talk about like black people and you talk about how you talk about female trauma, there's not a lot of black females who have an older role model that doesn't sexualize them.
Okay.
Like they don't have somebody they can go to talk. Like there's not black women don't go out to somebody to talk. Like say if she's experiencing sex for the first time, she's not going to her dad. Mm-hmm. Her dad calling her baby girl and everything like that. Like I had a conversation with an older person where it was like, oh, my daughter, she about to turn 21. We about to go out and have some drinks and everything like that. I'm like, oh, you taking her to the spot? Like, I'm taking her to the spot. He usually go to the bar with this dude. I'm taking her to the spot. He's like, man, hell no. Like, I ain't about to bring her around them niggas. And I'm like, number one, you may tell me you hanging around niggas that you can't bring around your daughter.
Right.
And then number two, like, why not be there to teach her what to look for and what not to look for in a setting that you in? Especially like if my daughter want to come drinking, I'm at the bar. Yeah, I'm at the bar. You want to come get something to eat? I'm gonna stay here. I don't even gotta sit next to her. I can be like, oh, you in? I'm like, but you got to ride home, mm-hmm. or you will get dropped off. Oh yeah, so then I'll wait for you and then I'll take you back. Yeah, type of thing. So that's my thing. I don't really think men position their daughters as women in society.
I see where you're coming from, and that's a unique point of view because essentially you're putting your daughter in a controlled environment,
right? So
you allowing her to be in those positions, but at the same time, you kind of can monitor or give her feedback.
Right.
At the end of the night.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So I mean, it's the Hunger Games. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody want to put their son in that position. Like, you go like, hey, you got some girls. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You see them, but they go to parties. They're in that environment. Mm-hmm. But there's nobody telling them like, all right, bro, it's time to go. Hey, you start seeing this. You got to start seeing people drugs, drinking. Bro, it's time to go. Bounce. You got to get home at a certain time. You got curfew. You don't hear people. That. And the same thing for women. Like, you got how many house parties I went to, and there was a lot of chicks there. At late night, somebody's basement is like 5 dudes, 2 pit bulls in the cage, and they just twerking, running.
Yeah. So what's better for individuals right after high school? Should they be chasing a passion or chasing a bag?
Chasing a bag. Bag comes before passion, for sure. Unless you can translate your passion, and that's the hardest part. You can translate your passion into cash, for sure. But like in this day and age, no. Like I say, like if I go back, I wouldn't hoop D3. It'll be D1 or bust, for sure. I'll just start in my education, went to masters, and just played in the murals. That was it. I grew a love for the game, but like I said, if I would have did it over, that's probably would have. I won't be 2 ACL, three knee surgeries in either.
Yeah, I definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So just like for D3, like nah. Did I enjoy it? For sure. Like I definitely had a good college experience. But I see a lot of people, a lot of smart, intelligent people get like, I don't want to say dumbass degrees, but like they get like a degree in sociology or like religious studies, and then they sit working from Apple, and it's a career-long resentment.
Yeah.
Well, I'm underpaid. I got this. And I was like, okay, but you literally went, you know what I'm saying? You wanted to become an archaeologist.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And you putting in work. I'm not even trying to blow down. Like, you putting in work.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you putting in work, you get a master's, but you only making like $45,000, $50,000 with high-level education.
Yeah.
No.
I think people focus more on what they like to do opposed to paying the bills. Like you said, if you go and you get a master in psychology, but you make $40,000 a year as a social worker, mm-hmm. the investment into the master's degree doesn't justify.
Oh yeah, don't.
The reason why you did it.
Again, unless you gotta. I mean, okay, you gotta have a plan. Number one, because at the time I didn't have a plan. Again, it was NBA or bust, or like I'm just going to hoop, but it necessarily wasn't a plan, and I didn't have a support system that could sit me down and be like, all right, bro, here's the plan. Here's what you got to do. If you're going to do this, you have to do this too as well. You might as well get a skill, so you got to go for a skill. Like, my son said he's going to be a police officer. Like, no. Like, no. Like, at all. And I'm that dad. Like, no. Like, no. You going to medical school, law school, you become an accountant with your CPA. You ain't getting a job until you get your CPA, and then you're going to work, and then you can be wherever you want to be.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was watching John Brown, Amar St. Brown's dad. Mm-hmm. He was saying that too many parents allow their kids to pick whatever they want.
No.
And he said when I raised my kids, the only thing they got to pick was what flavor ice cream they wanted,
Facts.
vanilla or chocolate.
Facts.
Other than that, I'm telling you what to do.
Facts.
Yeah.
My son don't understand it. My daughter get it. So Raheem don't understand that. He understand like, why can't I? I'm like, at the same time, I say you because you can't, and I need to learn like a better script. So I'm just not shutting him out.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like you wouldn't understand if I tell you to. But you can't do that, bro.
So in regards to choices for your kids, or just choices in general as far as career, what advice would you give young people? Like, I'm fresh out of high school, I don't know what to do. What would you say to them?
It just depends on their personality. So like if they just have like a artistic personality, like I said, I'll go like, hey, go get your accounting degree, go to school for a skill, go be a nurse, go be a doctor, just shoot for that and see where you land. I'm not saying you got to be that,
okay.
But pursue it. But if they got that outgoing mentality, get your real estate license, go sell cars for sure. You know what I'm saying? I know, like, you gonna make some money for sure, but you also gotta have a plan. At the end of the day, you gotta have a plan. You gotta have what you want to do when you want to do it. That's what we do. Just like I said, you gotta have a plan. But if you're 18, you don't really like school, get your real estate license, go be a car salesman, go into sales where you gotta put the work in, because that's gonna teach you your hard work.
Absolutely.
So just like, I don't want you to get a job at McDonald's. I don't want you to get a job like at Home Depot, which those are good jobs. Don't get me wrong. I'm a Home Depot veteran. I'd still be there if the money was right, for sure. those are good jobs, but those were like in a time frame. That's what I needed.
Yeah.
I needed something. I needed some little cash, but I got to pay a trainer because I still got to work to hoop. That was my thing. But if I wasn't hooping, I wouldn't be at those jobs for real.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I need a part-time job and need some flexibility, and then I'm probably gonna leave at any time.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But like when I got out of school, like my junior, like I said, I got an internship. One of my dude's dad had like an auditing firm he worked at. He got me an internship there. Had an internship with the Ohio Lottery Commission. Had an internship with Enterprise. Like, it was like back to back to back. Mm-hmm. But I'm getting way more experience than anybody ever did, for real. Like, I'm in a corporate setting. I'm doing spreadsheets. I'm doing everything at a young, and I seen that. As soon as I seen that, like, the attractiveness of hooping just started decaying. Like, if I would have did it over, I would have just did the same thing starting as a freshman. I would have stayed home, so I ain't got no student loans. I would have worked and paid for school. And I would have grinded that out and just live my life through there.
What did you learn from basketball that you applied to working in a corporate setting?
Just trying to establish a relationship with everybody. Like, I picked that up. Like, you know, in college you have a camaraderie with a group of people. I feel like people don't carry that with them into the workspace. Like, my executive team know. Like, you can ask them. Like, I'm making sure, like, I know you on a personal level. Like, I'm forcing myself upon you, pause. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's telling me no. No, but like they know, and I also like I create a space where like I'm gonna tell you anything, and it's for you. And you can tell me everything, and I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna be like, hey man, this one, you know, Stacy told me that she, you know what I'm saying. I'm not that type of person, but I'm gonna go tell you some real. No, but like I don't believe in I don't believe in switching who you are, like.
Code switching.
Yeah. You don't need a code switch.
Okay.
I told E-Rock that too. Shout out to E-Rock. I told her, you don't need a code shit, bro. You can be who you are. You authentic. Like when you authentically yourself, that's when you're the best person.
I agree with you.
You know, because people like again, people don't see that. People don't see people who just living like themselves and not trying to be somebody. Like not trying to be the freshest, not trying to be the smartest, not trying to be like just being you. And being genuine. I think people really fascinate over that. You're attracted to other people to work for. Like, I feel like it's your brand.
Yeah.
Like, if your brand is just being yourself, people gonna know what to get for you. So if they tell you no, they told you no. It wasn't because, I probably said something I wasn't supposed to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I get told no, then you told me no. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you didn't want me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not saying I do take it. I do take rejection personally, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I get rejected from a job or somebody says something, like I make sure it's in the back of my mind. Like, yeah, they wasn't. Because back to every single thing, everything don't need a reaction.
Yeah.
And I think people in today don't understand that because they literally provoking a reaction. They
sure.
want a reaction for you.
Yeah, I think it's an ego hit though. I feel like that when people they don't take well to submitting to authority. So whether that's my teacher and I'm in the 10th grade or a police officer pulling me over, they don't do well submitting to authority.
That's dad. That's that father.
Yeah.
That's that father. So it's just like at the same time, you got a lot of kids who don't have father, who don't learn, but it's also women who don't have that either.
Yeah.
You know, they despise it. They despise an authoritative figure. You know, and that's something they're gonna have to learn. So you always got to answer for somebody. I would never. Like, I don't want to say I would never, but I don't respect, especially in a female's perspective. I don't respect when a female says like no man control me, no man gonna tell me what to do, and they do everything they boss tell them to do.
For sure.
I would never respect that. Even if she a woman too, like somebody's telling you what to do, or when to clock in, when to go to lunch, when to eat. But then when I do it and I'm wrong,
yeah.
I'm controlled.
Yeah. So I get where you're coming from because a lot of women, essentially, they would be submissive at work and follow orders or directions, but at home they masculine. And another place I see that is the church. Like a pastor could tell a woman to do something and she gonna go for it.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
So I feel like women that are in that predicament, they choose when they want to be submissive or not.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's also respect though. Like you gotta, like men and women have to learn respect. You have to respect somebody. At the end of the day, you grown. You do what you're supposed to do. If you do what you're supposed in life, you do what you're supposed to do. You don't got authority figure. if you're doing what you're supposed to do. Because somebody asks you, you're gonna reiterate what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Cop pull you over. Hey man, you know how you speed? Oh man, I had to go. I'm rushing. My bad. My bad. I'm sorry. Here's my license and everything like that.
Yeah.
Here's a ticket. All right. You accepting accountability too? I'm speeding.
Right.
Boom. You go about your way.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think you said something important there. It's the accountability aspect.
Oh yeah, accountability. Yeah, nobody see they doing anything wrong in these days. Nobody. So at the same, that's what's also killing everything. You're going to be wrong more than you're going to be right.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason why feeling right feels so good. I love to be right. I'd be sick if I'm wrong. I'm ChatGPT, researching. I'm wrong. Somebody outsmarted me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking offense to that.
Yeah.
I'm salty. You know what I'm saying? I do something. Damn, I made a mistake. Fuck. I gotta make sure I don't do it again. But that's how you get better. If I miss this shot, I know which shot to take.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. I just feel like that's a great analogy. I feel like you have to shoot a shot to miss a shot to understand what shot to take next.
For sure.
It's not about making a shot. It's always going to be about the next shot.
For sure.
So you got to shoot an accurate, efficient shot. So you got to understand. Again, you're going to make mistakes. So you gotta learn from the mistakes. So
Good.
For sure.
But in regards to discipline and motivation, a lot of people say that they're waiting to feel motivated before they start something, whether it's working out, building a business, or changing their life. How much of success is actually motivation, and how much it is actually discipline when you don't feel like it?
Man, motivation is like 5%. Motivation is only there for the start of the idea.
For sure.
The motivation gets you the idea. That's it. Everything else is discipline. Everything else is routine. Everything else is a task that you have to complete in order to get to the next step. So that's what it's kind of saying a lot of things are motivating. People look for motivation and inspiration. Mm-hmm. But I think that's more so they got some work to do within them. They got to figure out who they want to be. It's different from if you want to be somebody, that's different. If you want to go be somebody, if you want to be LeBron or if you want to be somebody else, you're going to imitate what that do. You're going to imitate that. But at the same time, you're going to do everything that they do. Mm-hmm. And as soon as they figure out they can't do it, then they want to be somebody else.
Right, they want to change.
They want to change because
plan.
It's too hard.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Oh, I'm not. Yeah, then you got to find motivated for somebody else. So I'm just I don't really get that.
Let me ask you this. Why aren't people successful? People that you know personally, why aren't they as successful as you?
I just think they have the wrong sense of reality. I don't think they understand what life is really what life is really is around them. I think they got caught up with just everything else around them and what they see and think that's real life. Like what we see on TV. Okay. Like social media, TV, social media, they think that's real life and it's really not. So that's what a lazy answer would be just they just lazy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got stuff that they don't want to do. But at the end of the day, I know who I wanted to be. I knew I was always comfortable in the skin I am. I wasn't the freshest, wasn't fastest, tallest, but I just knew what I wanted to do, and I just stuck with that. Then also know if I stick with it long enough, all of them gonna fizzle out. Right. So it's not like you might. I don't care about being first. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like Tiger Woods. I want to be the best. Mm-hmm. I really don't, because you got too much attention to be the best. You get treated differently. There's a lot of things. Like I said, there's a big difference from a number 10 recruit and a number 1 recruit. There's a huge difference. A number 10 recruit has way more time to work on his craft than that number 1 recruit. Number 1 recruit got a lot of other stuff to do. They do interviews, and number 10 recruit ain't doing all that. They just on the field. They just in the court. They in the classroom. You know what I'm saying? That's a valedictorian of a school. They got to give a speech. They got to do this. Yeah. I'm just getting my diploma and going to, you know what I'm saying? Just going to the program I'm going into. So eventually you can be number 1, but I'd rather be number 1 doing my same routine versus chasing number 1 and then got to elevate. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just I see other people as competition, but it's not necessarily hateful competition. It's just more so they working harder than me. Mm-hmm. That's it. If you got I don't count nobody's pockets, but if you doing something I like, damn, what's his day to day? Are they working or is that a handout? Yeah. So if I figure out it's a handout, I can care less. Mm-hmm. I can care less what you driving, what you got on. If your girl bought you that, yeah, I'm cool. You got some Rick Owens, your girl bought you that, that's cool. Yeah. But if you working and you get a damn, what you doing? Oh, he working harder than me. Type. I won't go out and work for no Rick Owens just because you got Rick Owens. Yeah. But I'll just make sure that's the little glimpse of motivation to get me back disciplined, to kind of up my game.
For people that that aren't successful, is it internal things holding them back, or is it the external world?
Internal, for sure. It's all internal. It's all internal. I mean, again, majority of people who are not successful just don't have a plan. They have a wish.
Okay.
They want to wish and hope and pray, but they don't have a plan. They don't put together a plan.
So should they like literally take time out their day?
Yes.
Create a plan.
Create a plan.
X from A to Z.
Right. Yeah, and wake up with that every single day. Just it's discipline and consistency. That's it. There is some luck, but you got to be prepared. When preparation meets opportunity, that's luck.
Yeah.
So if you prepare for it, the opportunity comes, but you're prepared for it. So if you don't look at it as luck, but it really is. You meet somebody, and you understand what you're talking about in an interview. You go to an interview, if you prepare for it. A lot of people don't prepare for interviews.
For sure.
And I don't understand that at all, especially if you want the job. They just show up.
They try to wing it.
They show up. Like, what y'all paying? That's it. I'm like, what? Like, you never going to make no money like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to the interview. I'm looking at the questions, going to the website. You can use ChatGPT. It's free now. It's dope.
Yeah.
But then the same thing, I wrote my index cards. I know what my selling points are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Over the course of years, I know what to oversell and what not to talk about, but also prepare if they ask me some questions. I'm prepared for it. Same thing, I'll go to an interview. If they ask me a question, I'm like, damn, that was a good question. And I try to answer it, and I don't get picked. I'm like, I need to. Yeah, that's a banger. So I steal a lot. I look at a lot of material, but that's just more so like, hey, I'm gonna see what I'm not doing to sharpen my skills.
Yeah,
for real.
So what about the guy right now that's 35 years old and he's just working a everyday job, but he wants more? What advice would you give him?
Man, he's 35 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I mean, if he's 35 an hour a day-to-day job, I'm going to guess he's not in college. I'm going to guess he hasn't been part of a disciplinary activity. So the same thing, I'll go back to school. You got to go through the process. There's no skipping. And everybody want that answer. There's no skipping the process.
Okay.
So you're not getting successful just for asking for advice from just billionaires and millionaires. They went through the grind. They went through the fire. They went through whatever they went through. I'm not as successful as like all of them. But when I go ask, like, hey, like, what do you do? Like, how did you get into that? A lot of this stuff is networking, like we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just being in those spaces, because there's a lot of jobs that we don't know about that's going on and making a lot of money.
Yeah. Like
a lot of money. But you got to be in the know to do that. So you got to figure out, you got to be in the right space. So you got to work overtime. You got to, like I said, I would just, as of right now in this space, I recommend anybody just go back to school. Go back to school, not necessarily for a degree. I'm not going to say like a degree going to get you paid, but it's going to teach you what hard work is if you're not working hard, because you got to juggle, you got to go to school, and you got to go to work. And if you have kids, you still got to raise kids too as well. So that's what I'm saying. So like that would be a big win.
Okay. What advice would you give somebody who feel like they're behind financially compared to their peers?
I mean, they got to figure out what they want. I mean, it's just all about wants and needs. Like, I don't got no sexy answer for that. To be honest, you got like a strategy. Like I said, I told you the little plan I got was just you put money in a shoebox until that shoebox can't close. And then you like, damn, that's a lot of money. Then you get into a safe. Then you get in a room in a safe. Then you got to your savings account. Then you got 3 months. You just save. And you got to invest in everything like that. Like the borderline, you got to save, but you got to figure out what you want. Because like my advice is, if you're looking at somebody you feel like you don't got enough, you got to stop looking at them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to find some friends in your category that you can look towards.
I want to be like Josh though. I see Josh with his family. Yeah. He got.
I hear that a lot though. I hear that a lot. Like, man, I wish I really want a family and everything like that. But I'm like, you wasn't striving for that. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, I wasn't boyfriend material when I was in school. I always wanted a family. I always wanted a house and picket fence. For real. If anybody know me, they already knew I already had my son picked out at 16.
Yeah.
So any girl tell you if they mess with me from 16 to whenever, they knew my first son was gonna be named Raheem. I already had a vision I was gonna be a father.
Yeah.
100%. So like when I am, and then of course what I share is just simple moments. But the moments that I really got that I cherish it's like I got it. Like I'm not something that I do with my kids that I love. I don't share it. I just keep it within us.
Yeah.
So like it's our thing that we'd be like a Sunday. We just go to like on my Snapchat. We just watch old videos.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Like I always wanted to be a father. So like again, you got to want those things. Like again, if it looks good to you, because like I feel like everybody, it looks happy. I feel like we're happy, but that's just what I wanted though.
Yeah.
A lot of people want that image. but they don't really want it though.
They don't
like,
want the responsibility.
They don't want the responsibility
sure.
though, because I know a lot of y'all niggas out there who got kids who deadbeats.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of crazy part of people who say like me, like, man, I wish I had, like, nigga, you got kids. Like, what? Like, I just, like, nigga, you got kids. Like, that's it. Like, at the end of the day, you got kids. Man, work on that relationship with your baby mom out, like how hard it is, come to an agreement, get that family picture. Like, you can still take, even, there are times me and Saudi, we don't rock with each other like all like that, but like, at the same, for the kids, bro, we that's one thing I love about her. Like, for the kids, we, shoulder to shoulder, back to back, for sure. After, I may be downstairs, she may be upstairs, type of thing. But like, that's one thing we don't really like. We come together, we're reasonable. There's no disrespect in terms of the kids and the face of the kids. Like these parents, you can't have grown up conversations, but you can't have grown up arguments in front of kids. I feel like that just kid up for sure. Like, I mean, you got a lot of people is toxic too as well. Like, talking about relationship shit in front of the kids, they don't need to know none of that shit. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was at Longhorn the other day. A girl's on FaceTime, like, dogging her. I'm guessing it's her nigga, but her kid is there. Kids there with headphones in a phone, just like this, and she arguing. I'm like, bro, like, what is you like? Like, that's crazy to me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, I feel like if you got a kid and you're not with a kid's mother, I don't really think you should be dating either. Same thing like a single mom. I don't really think they should be dating.
You think they should sacrifice for the kids?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
100%. I know they were missing out on anything like that, but like
what if they outgrown each other though? Like, what if they outgrown each other? You think they should just get back together and make it work?
Not saying get back together, but I'm just saying they shouldn't be. I mean, as of right now, as a respectful thing and looking out for the kids, I don't think you should be dating. Okay. Because it's gonna be toxic.
Single mom shouldn't be dating.
Single mom shouldn't be dating, for sure. Like I said, I'm not saying like she can't get her knocks, she can't get cracked. Yeah. She can get cracked. Don't have another kid, but she shouldn't be dating though. She shouldn't be dating, bro.
So she gets off limits.
Huh?
So she gets done for
she be off them, yeah, for sure.
That's crazy.
How? I'm telling the dude she do the same thing.
So let's just say you 25 with a kid.
Yeah.
You just gonna be lonely forever?
Not lonely, bro. You really not lonely, bro. Niggas will always be saying that. You ain't fucking lonely, bro. Like, you got a kid. How the fuck is you lonely? You got a kid. You got coworkers. Y'all still kick it. You can still go out to drink. I'm not saying you can't have fun. I'm just saying you shouldn't be dating. You shouldn't be taking anybody seriously, for real. Because to me, at the end of the day, bro, like, I was even thinking about this. Like, if something were to happen where, like, we not together, which, conversation came up numerous of times. And back in my mind, I'm thinking, like, bro, at the end of the day, I'll crash out if it was another man trying to raise my kids. Yeah. I'll crash out, for sure. 100%.
But you can't tell her not to date, though.
I can't tell her not to date, but I'm not having another dude around my kids.
I get it, though.
So you want to be around them or you will not be around them. The decision is yours. I don't think I'm in my kid's life 100%. There's no need for another man to be in my kid's life, regardless of any situation.
So let's just say you got two people who are together. They had a kid, but they don't really see a future with each other. Should they stay together to raise that kid, or should they just part ways and try to build? I mean,
I don't want to say like realistically, but like in a perfect world, I feel like you should stay together to a certain point. I feel like, there is, like, especially when I went to Twinsburg, I found this out. There's a lot of married couples that's just living together. And as soon as they bro, you know how many kids I know who grew up thinking they had like mom and dad, all this. As soon as they graduate college, they broke up. I'm talking about as soon as they left for college, they gone the next day.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
You probably know some mutual people who got that, and they just distraught. Like, bro, how come my parents ever do this and everything like that? I'm like, your parents was never together. And me coming from a single mom household and see my parents argue, and I'm going out there and I'm just peeping. I'm like, yeah, he don't f with her for real at all. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She rolling his eyes at him. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you meet somebody and they always go out to eat, like they family always go out to eat. They never had like a family. Yeah, they parents don't. Like, if you a kid right now, no, I'm saying, you watching this, you just going to restaurants. Yeah, your kids.
So mama ain't cooking.
Mama ain't cooking and she ain't happy. For real, bro. If your girl not cooking for you, she don't like you. I don't give a fuck who she is. She's somebody else's girl. She ain't cooking for you for sure. Cause like you gotta think about it, you get all these girls who ask other people for lunch, then you actually get that girl and she don't give you lunch. You still giving her? She don't like you for real.
Yeah.
She just using you. That's it. That's why I'm saying like I don't think cooking is not a wifely duty. I don't think that because you should be cooking for yourself. I don't think that's a wifely duty.
So what you mean? So look, you got a family. So who's supposed to?
I'm not saying you got
dinner?
a family. I'm just saying like you know how people girls are saying like you know they want to go on a date, but there's nothing wrong with she cooking. Nothing wrong with dude cooking either though. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying like I'm not saying she has to cook. Believe me, I'm not saying it. I'm just saying if she does not cook, she don't have the urge to feed you. Yeah. She don't like you.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I cook in my household. I'm the best cook in my household, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't cook as often as I should. She does. The majority of the time, she does the cooking. And then sometimes I do the cooking. But when I do the cooking, I do it like I'm over the top with it. Like I'm apron on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting all the ingredients separated. We eating on plates. When I cook, we can't eat on a paper plate.
I agree.
You need a plate for this. Silverware, everything. We drink it. I even get the what's the serotonin water bottle? Like the
one with the cork?
No, like the blue joint.
Oh yeah, the fancy stuff.
Yeah, like I get the Aquapana, like Aquapana water. Like I do it up when I do it up when I cook for sure.
Yeah.
Just for like the experience. We cheers, we pray. You know what I'm saying? We pass the sides.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We do all that when I cook though. That's what I'm saying. It's not often, but when I do, I make sure I do it up.
Yeah.
It's an experience. Same thing like I baked my son cake. And I was shocked too. I'm like, what you want for your birthday? Like, you want cupcakes? Like, remember the cake you made last time? I want you to make that.
Yeah.
I'm like, say bet. Made him a cake.
But overall, if your significant other ain't cooking for you,
for sure. It'll be slow.
She gone.
She gone, for sure. Okay. For sure. Unless grandma there, and grandma cooking for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But still, I mean, yeah, it's still like, I just feel, no. If she ain't cooking for you, you chalk, bro. Or you number two. You never number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can you balance helping your family without carrying their financial burdens? I know that could be.
Yeah. Short answer, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't. That shit chalk.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, short and sweet. I mean, at this point, I feel like you can give your family an allowance, but that'd be communicated. Like there's something. Now I ain't saying like a certain amount. I'm just saying like you got one favor. You got one favor. If you don't come through, you chalk. You 100% chalk.
Do you let family members borrow money, or you just give them the money and don't expect it back?
Yeah. Family. If I give you the money, I don't expect it back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even if they say, "Hey, Josh, let me borrow $200."
They say, "Let me borrow $200," and I got $200. I got $200 to give, and I'm gonna give it with them without expecting it back. But that's what I'm saying. But that's your only favor. So hopefully you stretch it.
If they pay you back,
they pay me back. Yeah, you got another one.
Okay,
you got another one. Because that at the same, I always did that. Like if I lend you money, the amount that you sent, I'm actually tucking that just in case you ask for it.
Yeah.
Again, I had somebody like clockwork. I had somebody like, "Hey, listen, I need 100. All right, bet. I got you. Yeah, on Thursday I got 100 for sure. Then that was it. You had other people who asked for 100 who didn't get it back. That's fine. I mean, I didn't got it, but until you get it back, then that's when you get it.
Yeah.
But to me, I just feel like I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm not gonna I don't want to give my family money at all. But I know you have to give in order to receive. Mm-hmm. So just because you got it, you have to give it. So if a person who see yourself as a status who got money, you got to give money. So you got to give some money away. Because if you got money, $100 ain't shit to somebody.
Yeah.
Right? But to me, principal, you only got one.
For sure.
Yeah, everybody can't get 100, but certain people you close with, yeah, you can get 100. You need some. I pay for niggas. You want a meal? For sure. Like I'm the type of person, I got whatever for food. I got whatever food.
Yeah.
I'll never let nobody starve around me. If you going out with me, if you ain't got it, eat. And I'm talking about eat. Like if you want to get this steak, get this steak. And you only got money for a burger, meet me in the middle.
Yeah.
I got your steak, and then we can do it on. We only got to be vocal about it. Mm-hmm. But if you want to eat. Like I'm here for you to experience it for sure. I think people should experience that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can help you out. But if you got to reciprocate it. But if you don't, then I know who you are. Then I know your character. Then that's done. Yeah. I can't do it no more. I ain't got it.
Yeah.
Certain people call my phone. I ain't got it, bro. I'm broke. Broke back bum. God damn, I can't even find my wallet, my bro.
No, I get it. Yeah. I do the same thing. Like if I let somebody borrow money, just say borrow 100, and they send it back, I just keep it in the Cash App or the Apple Pay. Because you go
ask me for it again,
so
right?
it's gonna keep it spinning.
Yeah,
we go keep spinning this.
Keep floating it. But I know somebody who just need, like, bro, they everybody fuck up, and when I needed some money, I didn't have the strength to ask somebody to borrow some money. I had to just grind it out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I had to make shit stretch. I didn't have that, but I also, again, you go to a dark place when you in that position. So I don't want nobody to go to that dark place because you can get real. Your mental health can really decay when you broke.
Sometimes you need that, though.
Sure.
That's my opinion. Like, me personally.
No, you got to be in there.
You got to hit rock bottom because you got to understand that ain't nobody here to save you.
Ain't nobody here to save you too as well. But also, you should be able to rely on your friends, though. So like if you came in like, man, Josh, I ain't got nothing. All right, well, what you need to get on your feet, right? And I get you on your feet, and you pay it back, then we good.
Yeah.
You got somebody to land on because you understand, like, you could have went there. But you ask. I feel like another man asking another man is the most belittling thing ever. So if a man called my phone asking for money, I feel like they already in that dark place.
Yeah.
There is sympathy for it. Like, damn, like you and the type of person I am too as well. Like, so I'm not just giving niggas money just to go get a haircut or just to go on a trip or something like that.
Yeah.
Nah, like, but if you need to pay your bills and you know what I'm saying, I got you.
Right.
But what you gonna do? But I also don't. If I know you the type of person, like, you're not about to work hard to get more money. Like, you ain't about to pay me back.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We got a mutual friend. Like, he'll pay you back with interest. Like, bro, I appreciate you.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's considerate. Like, damn, you gave somebody interest. You know what I'm saying? So he always got a favor for me for sure.
Yeah.
Because he liked it. Not saying I want to make money off of him, but I'm saying that's what the banks do.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So just like, I mean, I feel like that may be in a good book for real.
Yeah, that's a respectable thing though.
Yeah. Know? So but I know, like, that's genuine. So like, I know you really need it, but somebody just asking for cash just to get over.
Yeah,
it's slow.
I got a question I'm gonna ask you off camera.
All right.
It's like a little something I saw on TikTok. I want to ask you, but off camera. So before we close, I want you to think about it. I want you to nominate somebody that would be good for the show. Somebody that's tapped in as far as money, could talk about investing, relationships, current events, but somebody who you think could sit in that chair and provide value to people.
Oh, for sure. I already know.
Who would that be?
That was Rico.
Rico.
Okay. He went to Akron. Remember I had put y'all in the group chat for like the credit building shit? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Rico. Okay. For sure. He got a great story too. Like E-Rock, he got a great story.
Okay.
A great story. Like his mom passed away. He grew up in foster care. He got brothers and sisters. He grew up in foster care. He take care of his brother. He tapped into Akron hood for sure. Like he a hood famous baby type. Like everybody in the city of Akron know who Rico is. And then now he doing big in real estate, going in real estate for sure. Okay. Trap before, went to school, went to Hiram, played football, pivoted, trap, pivoted, went to school, pivoted, went to got a job, then pivoted on some entrepreneur type.
Okay.
He got a good story. You got a good story. You layer the questions right, and I can give you some because I actually, like I said, I really know him. Like I'm tapped in with him to ask him about, you know what I'm saying, especially if he's okay with speaking with it, it's good. Like he'll be a dope for sure.
Okay. And then last question I'm gonna ask you, just in one sentence, what advice would you give an 18-year-old version of yourself?
Man, 18. Okay, when I was 18.
Graduated from high school.
Damn, when I was 18, just graduated from high school, hit the game tying shot for basketball, but then missed the game winner. Man, I'll tell him you got to shoot that one, bro. For real. I passed at the second shot. I tied it, passed the last second shot. We could have went to districts. Could have had a whole different future. Okay. 18-year-old me, I tell him, like, bro, you need to shoot that.
Take the shot.
You need to take the shot. Shot. For real. I mean, then like 18-year-old me, you need to be a little bit more aggressive. You need to trust yourself a little bit more. Okay. You was always, again, I never was cool. Like I never wanted to be number one, but I always was passive. I was passive. I think I was passive a little bit too much. A lot of people, I don't want to say, like, if you hit the group chat, my mindset. I'm more of a shoot first type of guy. But I always wasn't like that. But I became that because at the end of the day, you can't let somebody dictate your future, right? 18-year-old me didn't know people choose sides. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking, I'm gullible. I'm thinking like everybody, he should know I'm good. But they choose sides. People got favoritism. You got to be more aggressive. You got to be more aggressive, more vocal about who you are, and trust that, and just and trust the process. That's it. You know.
Well, That was good. I wish we had some more time because I got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, no, we had a lot of stuff. We got.
But this won't be the last one. But
oh yeah, for sure. Because we gotta get back on that LGBTQ.
Yeah, we gonna say that one. Last thing. Where can the people find you on social media?
I'm about to delete my social media.
Okay.
Yeah. So you see me when you see me, my boy.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, another great episode of Martin's Money Academy. Make sure that you subscribe on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Martin the Credit Doctor.